This is a bridge for this guitar, 2016 Les Paul Standard. This guitar had an intonation problem with the saddles all the way back on the plain strings. It still was playing sharp up the neck. I moved these saddles all the way to the rear of the bridge and it still would not intonate. So the answer was to get a Tone Pro System 2 bridge for this guitar, which had about 2 millimeters more of travel. And even at that, I had to flip it around so that the sharp edge of the saddles was facing back so I could intonate it further back. And even with this, the G string required the saddle to be all the way against the back of the bridge, and now it is intonating. So this guitar is now intonated for the first time. It was built this way. It was built with the bridge mounted too far this direction toward the neck. It should have been back just a little further when it was originally put on here. And Gibson says, or told this customer rather, that, we build everything with CNC machines. There's no way this could be off. Well, it was off. I've got the truss rod straight. I've got a set of 10s on there. I've got the action lowered. There was no excuse at all for these saddles to be that far back. They should be up. They should be like this D string saddle should be like up in the middle of this shaft. But it has to be all the way back because it's consistently mounted too close to the neck. And I had another Les Paul, a $6,000 custom Les Paul that had the same issue. And another issue that you want to be careful of with these newer Gibsons, and I mean any Gibson that's probably 10, 12 years old, if it's that recent, you don't want to do this. You don't want to put a tuner on there. Now, I haven't clamped this one down. I haven't mounted this snark tuner on the headstock. Why? Because it will make a mark on the headstock. The lacquer on these guitars just takes forever to cure. And it seems like Gibson's the only maker that I've seen that has this problem. So I use a plug-in tuner always when working on these guitars or setting them up. So you can turn the bridge around, but even at that, you have to file these out a little bit so that the edge is not so sharp going back, which I've done. I've smoothed those grooves out with them turned the opposite direction. And now the guitar is intonated.